up at the lake. I just got so bucked up I had to go somewhere. It's pretty today. We had our semi-storm pass earlier instead of evening this time. Looks like evening's gonna be a little bit better. Yeah, I just had to get out. It is, Betsy. Yeah, it is beautiful up here. Just gets me away. This is up in Klamath Falls, Oregon. About 30 miles from Tule Lake. They also have another lake that's on another little part of town that's Lake Milana. That's another lake that's beautiful. There's a sailboat clear out there, but I can't get I just don't feel like getting out. But it was sailing a while back around a little bit closer than it is now. I should have took a video of that. We're having a tough day. Yep, Klamath Falls. Klamath Falls, Oregon. It's about 30 miles from it just matters what part of town you land in, but it's about 30 miles from Tule Lake, California, where I live. It just gets you away. There's a lot of nifty places that you can take, like little drives. I used to do this with my mom a lot. I like to listen to the waves and the breeze through the trees. And then we got little birds that's all over the place. I don't know if they'll pick it up. But we got little sparrows and little blackbirds, and usually there's more birds on the lake, but for some reason we don't have them right now. I've seen swans and cranes and, of course, geese and ducks. Geese and ducks are always around. This is just weird that they're not around today. Oh, I guess no. There is a duck out there, way out there. I found a duck. It's in between. Yeah. It's, yeah. And here's your little birds. And they're kind of apparently camera shy today. Because sometimes they'll get really close to your car. The place you get a lot of birds is Lake Milana because people feed them. And they are a little ravenous. You get lots of ducks, mallard ducks, and you get swans, pigeons, of course, little birds of all sorts. I even seen one bird a long time ago that looked like almost like a parrot, but it wasn't. Just a bird, I guess, that hopefully didn't escape somebody's cage. But yeah, this is a lovely area just to sit and relax. And somebody's mowing. Sounds like over in one side. Maybe not. Sounds like a mower. That's what I was escaping my apartment for. Cool. Yeah. I've been to Redding and Chico. I can't remember what county it's in. And I've been to Paradise. My uncle used to live in Paradise. My oldest uncle. He's long gone. That was Uncle Bryce. He was 24 years older than my mom. He was kind of like an uncle grandpa. Got a little sparrow. Where did you go? You're hiding. Where'd you go? There you are. Cute little thing. Missed him. But yeah, my Uncle Bryce was a cool guy. I miss him. He worked for Stanford University. He was the guy that took care of the yard. He also did some golf course caretaking in that area until they moved over to Paradise. Yep, that's a good thing too, Peace Corps. Trying to see if I can get that sailboat on. It's so far out there. I can see it, but I don't think my camera can see it. It's that little tiny white smudge between the... right out there on... yeah, that's as far as Facebook allows you to zap in. But there's a sailboat right there. It's a little white speck. You are welcome. I like to get out because that's the only way I can survive. Today was a hard one. Landlord was working on stuff and it just, noises for some reason was bugging me, so I just got out and about. Over there is where they have the sailboat dock, right over behind those limbs. Pelican Marina. I parked in the wrong spot, but yeah, it's very nice. It's a good escape. The rest of the park is back this way. It's up in the mountain. You can go clear up on that mountain up there and look over the lake. I have done that before. I should do that again. It's got trails. Looks like the sailboat's getting a little bit closer. But not close enough. Darn it. That sucks. Well, it is tranquil. And see, the sailboat is coming closer. Maybe we'll pick it up at some point when it gets back to this way to dock. Or make a round. Got a dove cooing. I don't know if it's picking it up. But yeah, it's always peaceful up here. Even when there's a crowd of people, it's peaceful. Today there's not a lot on this side of the park. I don't know if looks like there's few over on the other side. Because there's that side toward the lake, and then you got a basic park, and then you got trails that goes up on that hill. Looking over, I got some pictures. There's a picture, if you look through my family album, there's a picture of us sitting on a bench up way up on the top of that. It is kind of creepy to, because I have height phobia. I'm not great with heights, but it's nice up there. Trying to catch that sailboat. He's still out there, sailing along. It's getting a little closer though. He may be going around the edge of this part of the lake. Looks peaceful to do. But summer has definitely arrived, but we have been having a lot of thunderstorms. Yesterday we had a basic cloudburst. Today it's just been on and off, a little bit of dribbles. But yeah, it's kind of cool out here. I don't know if you can hear the waves, but I can. Not huge today. The other day it was blowing pretty good. You could really hear them, but today it's basic, just basic little waves. I have no idea why, but when I get where I get wanderlust or kind of sad or whatever, a body of water is very calming. I went up to Lake of Woods last week, I think it was, and it was peaceful. I just didn't feel like going clear up there because it's a nice, like, a little drive. It's not way far, but it's, yeah, it's just kind of a little bit too much for what I wanted today. But I plan to go back because it's peaceful up there. Even when there's a crowd, it's just like this park. Even when there's a crowd, it's still peaceful. People are having fun. You got the calmness of the lake. It's just lovely. Oh no, it's right. It's surrounded by a lot of the town. The town part of Klamath Falls is over that hill. Not very far. I can go to Holiday Market in about 5 minutes if the traffic ain't bad. Yeah, Klamath Falls. It looks like it's tiny or desolate, but there's a nice sized town. Not just the 20,000 and some they say for the town itself, but its suburbs. So you probably have maybe close to more than 50,000 somewhere in there. I may be overstating it, but it's not tiny. It's not huge, but it's not tiny. This is just the park. They made this more. This is Moore Park, and then you got Klamath Lake, and then Klamath Falls. And if you go past that way, that direction is where I came across that guy that was going to slam me to the ground. Did a citizen's arrest. Well, if you follow that road, the now first house up on the left is his house. It's a big, well, not a big red, but it has a big yard, red house, way up on a little knoll. His yard, he looks down at people. So it's kind of like he's the king of Lakeshore Drive. Thanks, Cecil. The king of Lakeshore Drive. There's a house for sale, or was for sale. It's almost like a mansion. It'd be cool, except for him down the road, to have like a bed and breakfast because it came with some, I think 2 acres or something on across the road from it because it's on the hill because it's kind of hilly. It's up on the hill, and you can look over to your property, which would have been cool for horses because you're allowed horses. There's horses over that area. But the parking might have been a question because I don't know if there would have been enough parking. But of course, you could use some of the property to make a little parking lot. I've seen that on my Spectrum walks. It was actually on one of my leads. It was empty, like a lot of my leads. But a lovely piece of property. Maybe 3 acres. I can't remember what it said, but it came with acreage across the road on toward the lake. Said you have to fence it in so your horses didn't jump in the lake. But yeah, this is one of my escape spots. When it gets too much at home, I just escape. Because, yeah, too much, I get to where I feel like that apartment is my cage. Since I had to do a little banking in Merrill, I thought, hey, I'm not going to waste my time just going home. Because I'd have to deal with lawn mowing. Not me lawn mowing, but the landlord. But yeah, it goes into Lakeshore Drive, which is really fancy. One of these days, if I can get my phone, I'm trying to figure out how to get my phone thing to set here somehow and get it where it's angled right and not worry about my phone going. I'll have to drive through Lakeshore Drive. I might walk it, but I'm a little scared of that guy that did the citizen's arrest. May park past him and do it and just skip that area and just say that is no man's land. Well, I can go through the rest. It's beautiful. You come across deer. You got to be very careful driving through because there's deer just leaps out of nowhere. They're just boom. I had to shoo deer off the road because they'd get in the middle of the road and just stand there. And since I was there, I'd shoot them off. I didn't want to get splatted with deer, especially when I was already stressed out on the job. Didn't need deer corpse. But yeah, it's very peaceful up here. The wind's picking up a little bit more. Yeah, if I can get my phone mount on here, I'll do some more better live video because I'll be driving through places, not just hanging out places. So I got some pretty places I've taken Mom and other places I've discovered since Mom's passing, just to get out of the place. I don't know if you can hear the dove. There's a dove out there somewhere cooing. I don't know. I've never had anybody have to request joining. That's weird. Could it be something about your provider, Marilyn? Okay, the sailboat is over there now. So it's going across. It is going across, I'd say, the edge of the lake. And it'll probably come back this way. But I doubt that I will be here all. I'm not going to stay here all night for that one, but it would be cool. I should have took a little bit more video when it was started out, because it was a little bit closer. Maybe it's coming in though. I'm not sure. Now did it work? Well, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening. I will talk to you guys later. It's kind of cool though that the sailboat's coming in. Cool. I'm going out. Talk to you guys later.